Hello everyone, good morning. Good to see all of you as counting of votes gets underway in India's national capital. Will the Aam Aadmi Party score a hat-trick or will the BJP get its much-awaited Ghar Wapasi in Delhi after 27 years? In a first, ladies and gentlemen, more women have voted in Delhi than men. Who have they given a thumbs up to? Well, you've seen the exit polls, you've seen the poll of polls, you have heard a million analysis. Now, this morning, it's time for the real deal. Let's get started. And let's get started with this. The big piece of breaking news at the top of it. Counting has begun in all 70 seats in Delhi, ladies and gentlemen. That's the big breaking coming in. Postal ballots, as you know, are counted first, and their counting has now officially begun. Please stand by for the first leads to come on Mirror now. By when will they come? I think in the next 15-20 minutes, maybe by 8:30, you'll have the first lead. As soon as we have it, it'll be on your screens. For the moment though, ladies and gentlemen, the Aam Aadmi Party is upping the ante. This morning, they've asked all candidates to focus and be at counting centers. Candidates have been specifically asked to monitor the seats that have a low winning percentage margin for the Aam Aadmi Party. So all candidates have been asked to be on high alert, especially as regards EVM. They are saying even if there is a slight doubt about EVMs and counting and something not being right, the leadership needs to be informed. Now, why is all of this happening? All of this is happening because the exit polls, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, has given an edge to the BJP. The Aam Aadmi Party is of the view that low margin seats could somehow be manipulated. We are hearing from all netas who made a beeline to temples this morning. Quickly, let's listen in to Chief Minister Atishi and Manish Sisodia.
देखिए, ये जो चुनाव रहा है ये साधारण चुनाव नहीं रहा, ये एक अच्छाई और बुराई की लड़ाई रही है। ये काम और गुंडागर्दी की लड़ाई रही है और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि कालका जी के लोग और पूरी दिल्ली के लोग अच्छाई के साथ खड़े होंगे, काम के साथ खड़े होंगे, आम आदमी पार्टी और अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के साथ खड़े होंगे।
दिल्ली के लिए कोई नंबर आप प्रेडिक्ट करना चाहेंगे आज?
देखिए, हम तो पहले ही कई दिनों से कह रहे हैं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी चौथी बार मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे, भारी बहुमत से बनेंगे और आज शाम तक आंकड़ा आपके सामने है।
मेरी अपनी आस्था है कि भगवान की कृपा से ही ये मौके मिले हैं कि मैं दिल्ली के बच्चों की सेवा कर सकूं और आगे भी दिल्ली के लोगों की, दिल्ली के बच्चों की सेवा करना उसी में भगवान की सेवा है। तो उसके लिए सबसे पहले जाके आज जब रिजल्ट आ रहा है तो भगवान के चरणों में ही माथा टेका है।
अच्छा, एग्जिट पोल की जो नतीजे, हालांकि आम आदमी पार्टी मैं जानता हूं कि बहुत टाइम से एग्जिट पोल पे भरोसा नहीं करती, उससे आप कितना इधर मान रहे हैं कि क्या होगा?
देखिए, अब सब कुछ भगवान को समर्पित है। अब 4 घंटे में सब कुछ तय हो ही जाएगा, तो क्यों ज्यादा दिमाग लगाना है?
Okay, before the first leads come in, let me go across to my colleague Kritika, who is joining us live from outside the Aam Aadmi Party office. Kritika, anything happening at the AAP office as counting gets underway in the national capital? I ask you this question because the Aam Aadmi Party has been up early, not just as netas making a beeline for temples, but also the AAP leadership asking everyone who stood for the elections, all candidates, to be physically present at the counting center, and more importantly, the Aam Aadmi Party leadership has passed a directive that even if you have a slight doubt about EVMs and the counting process, just tap into us. Could you tell me where that is coming from?
Well, absolutely, Shreya. This has been the directive that the Aam Aadmi Party top leadership has given to the winning candidates. And as far as we talk about the atmosphere on ground, a camera person is also showing you the massive stage that has been set up at the party headquarters. You're seeing that chairs have already been laid out. The 2 dais are in place. In fact, a projector screen is also being set up. Huge sound systems. We will be hearing their Basanti Chola song quite soon enough, it seems. The carpeting has also been done. And on your screens also, you'll be able able to see the activity here at the party headquarters. Now, candidates have been asked to only to start coming to the party head office only after the margins are confirmed. So when they receive good margins on their trends, on the leads that will be coming in, that is when they've been asked to start coming into the party office. Till then, they've been asked to be extremely vigilant about the counting process. All of them have been asked to stay at the booths, and any minor doubt also that arises has to be given to the notice of the Aam Aadmi Party top leadership. Now, the Election Commission sources have also been telling us how, in fact, any complaint that they receive in written will be replied to. All concerns that will be submitted to the Election Commission in a written format, the Election Commission will be replying to this.
Okay.
And we had seen even earlier Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal.
Pritika,
Yes.
I'm going to interrupt you there because the first leads are just about coming in. And these are lead, ladies and gentlemen. Just let me put that caveat in. They need to translate into a win ultimately. This is just a lead. The ballot boxes have just about opened, that too postal ballots. So the Aam Aadmi Party in the lead in 3 seats in Delhi. The BJP in the lead in 4 seats in Delhi. So leads out in 7 out of 70 seats. What is the halfway margin? The halfway margin is 35. What is the majority for the Delhi Assembly? 36. So any party that wishes to form the government will have to cross the 35 mark and get 36 onwards. That is the math, ladies and gentlemen. For the moment, the first leads for Delhi are coming in. Meanwhile, EC sources, we are hearing from EC sources as well, because the Aam Aadmi Party, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, has raised concerns ahead of counting day. So top EC officials are now saying, and this is via sources, if political parties have a problem with counting in EVMs, if they demand anything from us, they will get an answer from us in writing. They'll get a response from the Election Commission in writing. So that's the assurance coming in from the Election Commission of India. Meanwhile, leads coming in, 5 for the BJP, 4 for the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, the edge, as far as exit polls are concerned, has been given to the BJP, but the Aam Aadmi Party is fairly confident this morning that they are going to be forming a government for a 3rd time. My guess this morning, as we see these leads coming in, 5 for AAP, 6 for the BJP, Pradeep Mahod, leader of the BJP, Anirudh Pratap Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, Prithvi Reddy, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Suleiman Mohammad Khan, Congress spokesperson, and Ruhi Tiwari, senior journalist, who will be with us through this broadcast. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Prithvi Reddy, of course, I'm not going to ask you a question about the numbers we are seeing on our screens, because these are just leads. And I'm just underlining that. These are just leads. 13 out of 70 leads, 6 for the AAP, 7 for the BJP. Prithvi Reddy, I want to ask you why the Aam Aadmi Party feels that EVMs could be manipulated, especially in, in constituencies where winning margins have been low for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Thank you for having me. We are not questioning the EVM as of now. What we are saying is that all precautions need to be taken, and that it's better to be safe than sorry. And that's the reason why we have insisted that at every counting center that we have our people keeping a watch on things.
Okay, I mean, till yesterday, the allegation was that the BJP has already approached 16 of your MLAs for 15 crore rupees each for them to jump ship, which is why I was wondering if this is a case of you raising a doubt on EVMs even before counting has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request you, we'll have conversations, we'll have many conversations,
Not till yesterday,
but my request to all of you is the real
we continue to say the same thing.
The real deal and the real number. Just a minute, Mr. Reddy. Just a minute, Mr. Reddy. The real deal and the real numbers are on the bottom half of the screen. These are leads that have come in, postal ballots being opened, 7 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 9, ladies and gentlemen, for the BJP in a first. And the Election Commission, of course, has put out these numbers only last night on the eve of counting. For the first time in many, many years, women in Delhi have outnumbered men. at least as far as voting percentage is concerned, which means more women have voted in Delhi than men. Who have they voted for? That, of course, is a question, because their Ashirwad is critical for anyone who hopes to form the government in Delhi, the next government in Delhi. Ruhi, would you want to come in here? These numbers are just initial leads. We don't know whether they'll concretize into wins later on. We'll wait for that. But any comments on the numbers, initial numbers at least coming in?
Well, very, very initial numbers, in fact, Shreya, and just the postal ballots. So it's very difficult to comment on these. But, you know, I will say that this was a bit of a complex election. There was a very strong pro-welfare Suvidha camp, and then there was a very strong pro-Vikas camp, you know, the former going with the Aam Aadmi Party, the latter with the BJP. So it truly depends on which voter came out with more fervor to vote. And that's what's going to tilt the scales in favor of either of the two parties.
Mr. Reddy, can I get you in here? You know, ever since the exit polls have come, and of course, exit poll numbers today become meaningless because we have the real numbers coming out today. 9 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 11 for the BJP in initial leads. Mr. Reddy, you have said exit polls are bakwas. Why do you even believe them? They always get it wrong. But I was looking at the exit polls that have been done for Delhi in the last 3 terms, in the last 3 elections. And it's not like the exit polls have actually underestimated you like you've been saying. The fact is that last time, most exit polls had given you the lead, you won. The time before that, most exit polls had given you the lead and you had won. So why have you underestimated the exit polls this time? Just because they are not giving you a clear edge?
That's a little unfair to say. In the first election in 2013, exit polls and opinion polls were indicating 0 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party. We got 28. In the next election, they were estimating between 6 and 10 seats. We got 67. Last election, they were saying between 40 and 45, and we got 62 seats. More than what we are saying, recent history has shown that exit polls have got it completely wrong. By nature and technically, the very concept of exit polls are flawed because of the nature they are, the sample size, the randomization of the demography, and the fact that you ask a person as soon as they come out of the polling booth. The Aam Aadmi Party voter is a silent voter. The BJP's voter is normally a more vociferous voter.
Okay, you know, the Aam Aadmi Party has in the past been favored by women in India's national capital. More than 60% had voted for the Aam Aadmi Party last time. Now, this time, who will the women go with? Because it could very well be that women decide the fate of this election. Meanwhile, a quick inside track. On Mirror Now, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying they're pretty sure they're going to be winning 45 to 50 seats. The Aam Aadmi Party's own analysis is that they will be hovering somewhere around the 50 mark. Where do they stand today? Well, in the current assembly, they are at 62. 62 out of 70 for the Aam Aadmi Party and 8 out of 70 for the BJP. But things are set to change dramatically after this election. Post-10, things are likely to change. The Aam Aadmi Party feels though they will be getting more than 50 seats. So even they are not anticipating 62, but they're saying somewhere between 45 and 50. But if the BJP touches the 30 mark, the Aam Aadmi Party could be taking their MLAs to Punjab. This is information that is coming to us from inside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. The AAP is fearing that the BJP could once again try and poach MLAs. They are saying there is no plan as of now, but it all depends on the trends. The trends, ladies and gentlemen, the leads as they are called on your screens right now, 9 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 12 for the BJP. Is this going to be a close contest? Or is this going to be a contest where the winner takes it all? We'll just have to wait and watch. For the moment, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP neck to neck. Quickly going across to my guests who continue to join me. Anirudh ji, please come in here. The Aam Aadmi Party is already making plans. They are saying we are winning 50, but if we touch 30, khuda na khasta, if our numbers go down to 30, well, All right, Anirudh is not there, so let me get in Mr. Prithvi Reddy. Mr. Prithvi Reddy, the Aam Aadmi Party, it seems, has already readied its plan, its resorts.
The BJP has
and its MLAs as well.
Of stealing people's
Why
mandates.
is that, sir?
Yeah. So why is that? Because the BJP has got a terrible history of stealing people's mandates. We have to be precautious, not just because of history, because as recently as yesterday, as put out by the Aam Aadmi Party, up to 16 MLAs have been approached by the BJP asking them to switch. 16 candidates,
Okay.
apologies.
Okay.
16 candidates, not 16 MLAs.
Okay, so the fear is that if the BJP touches 30, the Aam Aadmi Party could be taking its MLAs to Punjab. But most pollsters, ladies and gentlemen, have said that the decision in Delhi is going to be decisive. It's either going to be absolutely in favor of the Aam Aadmi Party or absolutely in favor of the BJP. There is going to be no hung assembly, but hey, as we always say, just take what pollsters say with a pinch of salt. Ultimately, it's what people of the national capital have said that will count. Quickly getting in Pradeep Mahar as well. Pradeep ji, the Aam Aadmi Party already has its plan in place. Do you have your plan in place as well?
Such a wonderful morning today. Delhi is going to get rid of corrupt government and obviously the pollution that is hovering around Delhi. So we are very confident that Bharatiya Janata Party is going to win. We heard our spokesperson. He was saying as of now they do not show any concerns on EVM. So by mid of the day they'll start showing concerns on EVM also. And you heard about their poaching and all that, Operation Kamal drama and all. So a lot of drama. I always call Aam Aadmi Party to be a drama party. They keep on playing a lot of drama. And initially people, I think, got into their drama style. They thought they are doing something different. So that is why they were considered, earlier they were considered as a party with difference. And now people have understood that they are the most corrupt party. They are the most idle party who are not doing anything for Delhi. So they want a change. And this election is for the change. And change we are going to see in the numbers also.
Okay. Well, let's see. Things should, Delhi has just 70 seats. Most of the constituencies are small. The smallest one has about 60,000 votes. So counting and results will be quick to come out. By 11 o'clock, we should be in a position to see who's forming the government in Delhi. Can I go across to Nikhil, who is live with us from the BJP headquarters? Nikhil, we saw what was happening at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. There was a stage being set, a screen being set, so that when the results start coming in, all the people who have gathered around the party office can actually watch the results come in live. What about the BJP? What's happening at the BJP office?
So, Shreya, ever since the pollsters have given an edge to the Bharatiya Janata Party for the results, there is the excitement which is being seen among the Delhi BJP leaders as well. Currently, we are reporting from the unit headquarters here in the capital city. There is provision of the big screens as well, not just at a single place, but there are a couple of places where the arrangements have been made. You can see the cutouts of Viren Sachdeva, who is the Delhi BJP chief. We can see JP Nadda as well. And apart from it, I would urge my camera person to show you 360-degree view. This is how exactly the look appears like, at least from this particular headquarter. In a short while from now, Shreya, we are going to speak to the local leaders as well, because ever since, as we have already mentioned, ever since they have seen that the pollsters and the opinion polls are giving them an edge over the Bharatiya Janata Party, they are currently into the excited mode, and also they are hoping for a return to power in the capital city after close to 27 years. So whatever the decision is going to be like, we will get to see the clearer picture or an idea of the same by 11 or 12 p.m. The picture will be clear in a way or so. Apart from it, whatever the decision is going to be like, it is going to be very much decisive, not just for the politicians but also for the residents as well as to how exactly the next 5 years of the course is going to be like. But this is exactly, Shreya, how the picture appears like. And as per the details, Shreya, at about 9 a.m., the Delhi BJP chief Viren Sachdeva, he is all set to visit the Prachin Hanuman Mandir near the Connaught Place market. And by 10 a.m., he's going to arrive right here at this particular headquarter, which is the Delhi unit office here in the city. So the excitement is already brewing up. We are expecting some more leaders as well. A while back, Pravesh Verma, who is one of the key contender and the highlight for today, he was also seen visiting a prominent temple, but we need to see as to what exactly the results are going to be like. Many things are already at stake for the Aam Aadmi Party, because BJP, if we talk about the details in particular, they have made sure that in the last 5 years they play the role of the opposition rightfully, and also they have leveled some of the serious charges as well against the ruling Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government. They have come up with the Sheesh Mahal issue. They also leveled the charges for the alleged liquor policy as well, where the case is currently sub judice. But there is very little to lose for the Bharatiya Janata Party, so much to gain. But for the Aam Aadmi Party in that particular context, there is a lot to lose in case they are unable to secure a winning margin here in the capital city. But it is too early to say as to what exactly the trends are going to be like at AM.
Yes, too early to say, Nikhil. We'll keep coming back to you. For the moment, ladies and gentlemen, early leads on your screens. 9 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 16 for the BJP. In early leads, the BJP racing ahead of the Aam Aadmi Party. Can I just get in the Congress spokesperson who is on the broadcast as well? Sulaiman Mohammad Khan, this was supposed to be a comeback election for the Congress Party. It certainly doesn't seem that that has happened. I understand you're going to say that these are only early leads, but no pollster has predicted that the Congress Party will get more than 2 seats. What happened? What went wrong?
Look, Shreya, other panelists on your panel have spoken about these exit polls. We have also spoken in the past. I think we should wait. What we have done, we have, contested a positive election. The campaign was positive. We have tried to tell the people of Delhi that for past 11 years almost, more than 11 years, from December of 2013 till this date, Congress Party is not in power. What Congress and Sheila Dikshit ji has made Delhi from 1998 to 2013, I think we see the same Delhi. Rather, in 11 years, nothing has been done. Just remember the Delhi of 2011, 12, 10, how beautiful it looked, how well planned it was. But what has happened in 11 years, it's a pity. How BJP and Aam Aadmi Party have both.
So, Limanji, let me ask you a straight question this morning. Let me ask you a straight question this morning. If push comes to shove, and you are asked to choose, the Congress Party is asked to choose between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP to form the government, who will you choose? By the looks of it, you won't have the numbers to be a deciding factor in any case. Who will you choose?
Nobody knows how many seats we'll get, but it's a completely a question which I think nobody should answer. I think both of them are bad for Delhi. They should not rule Delhi. Congress is the best choice people should choose. And therefore I say that what Congress has made Delhi, they will never imagine and they will never make Delhi what we have made. Because there are three,
but Sulaimanji, people of Delhi are only not convinced that Congress is best for Delhi.
So
people in Delhi are only not convinced that the Congress is best for Delhi.
Madam, this is what the democracy is. All parties go to voters, they tell their manifesto, they tell what we are going to do. If people are convinced, they vote for a particular party. If they're not convinced, they don't vote. Now, there are 3 parts. There is a portion of Delhi which is ruled by BJP, the Latias area or the area which is called diplomatic area, portion of Delhi. There is Delhi, which is a Delhi state ruled by Kejriwal. There were MCDs which were ruled mostly for these 11, 12 years by the BJP. Now, all this, what has happened, see the roads, see the drainage system, see the air quality, see the traffic. What has happened? You like it. If people don't choose, we can't say we have to respect the mandate of the people. But we have tried to tell that what we have made
we'll all have
Delhi
to respect
in
the
past
mandate,
15 years before we lost
and we
the
shall
power.
know what the
we
mandate
have
is at about 11 o'clock. We should know what the mandate is by 11 o'clock, Ruhi. Is that a fair assumption that by 10:30, 11, the picture will be more or less clear?
Because it's a small assembly, it's 70 seats, so it's not really, even a few numbers here and there can sort of give you a good trend. So I think by 10:30, you should know which way this is headed. Right now, it's just postal ballots, as I said, it's still too early.
So one needs to be cautious in the first hour.
Correct.
You know, the critical mistake that has been made in the past, it has, and all of us have made it. It happened in the 2024 general election. You know what happened, you were here. And then that critical mistake was made in Haryana as well.
Correct.
In both these elections, elections were called and you realize that it was doing that too early because the results were completely opposite and contrary to the early leads.
Absolutely. In fact, leads also, even if they're not postal ballots, leads can always turn the other way around because it's just, you're just counting votes and quickly, it just goes the other way. So you just can't predict anything till you have a certain sense, which is 10:30, 11, which is I'm so cautious about. Talking about any party winning or forming the government.
And the Election Commission, I just want to put it out to our viewers as well. The Election Commission has not put out anything. In fact, the Election Commission in its wisdom only puts out things post 9:30.
Yes.
Actually, post 9:30.
Once the postal ballots have been counted, I think that's when they'll start putting out.
So 9:30 is when the Election Commission starts putting out some leads. As and when they do it, that will be on your screens as well. Of course, their leads and what they put out is way slower than what private channels put out.
Right.
But they have to be cautious because there is a process that they need to follow, which is why Election Commission numbers always trail the numbers for private television channels. Talking about numbers, Ruhi, the opposition has been crying hoarse about the fact, why are you not putting out the final voting percentage? And that final voting percentage and how many women have voted and how many men have voted only came out last night.
Right.
At about 9:30, at about 9,
right.
8:39. Is that usual?
I think sometimes it takes time to collate data. It shouldn't be that lag shouldn't happen now with the kind of technology we have.
But this is Delhi. You have just 1.5 crore voters.
Yes, and it's a very small assembly, so it shouldn't really happen, particularly in an age of technological advancement. But I suppose the EC wants to be cautious because it's under the scanner all the time, and rightly so. There are many questionable moves that it makes. So I think somewhere down the line, everybody is trying to be very, very cautious before putting any kind of data out.
Mr. Reddy, but what was the criticism? Now, Ruhi here is saying, and she's someone who's tracked many, many elections, is saying, look, it's best for the Election Commission to be cautious and put out the figures when they are sure. So last night about 11 o'clock is when we got the final figures for the Delhi elections. How many people have voted? What was the voting percentage? It was 60.4.
Around 60, yes.
60.54.
Yes.
And it seems that more women have voted than men. But what really was the criticism of the Aam Aadmi Party and the opposition, Mr. Reddy? I wasn't in a position to entirely understand that.
Okay, so let me explain to you. At the end of the day, on voting day, every polling booth, you have a system which is called Form 17C, where the polling agents and the polling officer cannot leave the booth without actually declaring the number of votes that are polled. So you have 13,760 odd booths. You have forms which are filled by the end of the day. It should not take you more than an hour or two. Just for your information, after receiving the Form 17Cs, the Aam Aadmi Party put up the results and asked the Election Commission to publish these results, because in the recent past, the Election Commission has modified the number of votes polled from what they have declared earlier. I think it's only fair that agency which is vested with the responsibility of conducting free and fair election needs to also be transparent, because they had no explanation as to why they had to change the figures, and the number of votes polled suddenly went up without any logical reasoning. And in this day and age, you can have an app. The Aam Aadmi Party made an app where the same evening we had the numbers. So there's absolutely no reason. I don't agree with Ruhi that they are being cautious. I think they were waiting for an approval from a certain party, and that's the reason for the delay.
Pradeep Mahar, the certain parties, of course, the BJP, essentially the charge once again is, at least the charge as far as the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress is concerned, is that again, the election commission working in cahoots with the BJP to somehow alter the election results.
How can it be possible? First of all, everybody knows, even Arvind Kejriwal himself, he filed a case and what happened. EVMs were brought in, EVMs were checked, and everything was verified. They were very much convinced that nothing could be done with the EVM. Still, they are, shouting the same things. I'm really surprised sometimes. EVMs is the safest method, and the strategy of using EVM was not started by BJP. It was started when there was some other government. So now they have problems with the EVM, they have problems with the election commission, they have problems with all the government machinery. They have some corruption case, and corruption case is filed on them. Court takes a decision, still BJP is the culprit. I don't know what kind of a thinking is this. Government machinery has to work as per the given rules and regulations. So they will be working accordingly. Who is controlling them? Who is trying to influence them? Nobody. But they have to. Actually, the thing is this: when everything is going right in the country, and you have nothing to blame, so you have to find something. You have to find something. Even if you're losing, then EVMs will be the problem.
Okay.
If you're not losing, then EVMs are perfect. What is this?
Yeah.
You decide. Either the EVMs are perfect or not.
You're saying bahanebazi ho rahi hai. Yeah, Mr. Reddy, essentially Mr. Mahar is saying all this is bahanebazi. You're simply finding an excuse because you know you're going to lose the election.
So time will tell who wins, who loses. But it's not the Aam Aadmi Party that was saying it. The BJP spokesperson surely is aware of the fact that the Supreme Court has said that the ED and the CBI are behaving in a biased manner and that they're a cage parrot. So if they respect the Supreme Court, they should take what the Supreme Court said.
It was not like that. It was not like that.
And not worry about what the Aam Aadmi Party said.
Have you read the complete decision? Cage parrot, the word was used that, when Kejriwal filed for this bail petition, then the election commission, then the Supreme Court said that it should not be acting like a cage parrot. When somebody has been there in the prison for a long time, then he should be given a liberty. This was not a phrase against any kind of an organization. You take it differently. That's what the problem is. I'll tell you.
Mr. Mahar, that is your interpretation.
Look.
Mr. Mahar, that is your interpretation.
No.
Aam Aadmi Party, just a minute. The Aam Aadmi Party at 13. These are early leads. Aam Aadmi Party at 13. The BJP at 24. It seems, at least as far as the postal ballots are concerned, that top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party are currently trailing in their constituencies. As we speak, counting of EVMs is now underway. And we believe that Arvind Kejriwal, Atashi are all trailing as of now from their respective constituencies. But again, ladies and gentlemen, only early leads. They'll concretize into real results only by 10:30, 11 o'clock. So we'll wait for that to happen. But in early leads, by the looks of it, the BJP is trailing ahead. Ruhi?
Yeah, well, these are, as you've been mentioning, very early leads. So again, difficult to say. I think Arvind Kejriwal does have a slightly tricky seat. The composition of the seat is a bit tricky for him.
Which is the New Delhi constituency.
Which is the New Delhi constituency, which is a lot of the upper middle class as well, which is not necessarily in Aam Aadmi Party's favour. There is, in fact, a big clamour for the BJP, Vikas, etc., etc. So I think his seat is slightly tricky. Maybe he could have taken a safer seat, but he chose to fight. So I assume he wants to send a message of not being cowed down or not being...
And pitted against him are two people who are sons of former chief ministers.
Yes.
Sandeep Dixit from the Congress party,
Yes,
and Parvesh Verma, who could very well be the BJP's chief ministerial face as well.
Right.
And if Parvesh Verma manages to defeat Arvind Kejriwal.
He'll be the giant killer.
He will be the giant killer, and the BJP will find it very hard not to make him the chief minister.
That's true. But this BJP, I
never
don't
know.
think worries about these things too much. They do what they do. So we've seen the chief ministerial picks across states from Madhya Pradesh to Rajasthan. I mean, Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan delivered such a big win and he didn't become the chief minister. So you really, really don't know. It's very difficult with this BJP.
Anirudh Pratap Singh, thank you for joining us, spokesperson of the BJP. We are looking at early leads coming in, the BJP at 25, the Aam Aadmi Party at 15. Again, these are early leads. Is Parvesh Verma your chief ministerial face in case the BJP does manage to prove the exit polls right?
Can you again repeat the question?
अनिरुद्ध जी आवाज आ रही है ना? गुड मॉर्निंग. नहीं आ रही आवाज. भाई बीजेपी हेडक्वार्टर में आवाज नहीं जा रही है हम लोगों की. ओके ग्रेट. अनिरुद्ध जी, आई वाज आस्किंग यू वेदर परवेश वर्मा इज योर चीफ मिनिस्टेरियल फेस. Great. Is Parvesh Verma your chief ministerial face in case the exit polls are proved right?
I think we should wait another 2 hours for clear victory. और देखते हैं कौन होगा चीफ मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट, कौन नहीं होगा. अभी तो सब कुछ कहना अर्ली होगा, लेकिन बीजेपी का कोई कार्यकर्ता ही डेफिनेटली मुख्यमंत्री कैंडिडेट बनेगा. लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि 2 घंटे इंतजार करना चाहिए कि सारे रिजल्ट क्लियर हो जाए. हम कितने मार्जिन से जीतेंगे ये थोड़ा सा क्लियर हो जाए, क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार तो बनने वाली नहीं है. और जो इन्होंने 11 साल तक काम किया तो वो खैर उसमें इतने खुशनुमा माहौल में बात करने वाला नहीं है. ये तो आपदा जा रही है दिल्ली से.
नहीं अनुरुद्ध जी, आपदा जा रही है नहीं जा रही, that will be clear by 10:30-11. But the Aam Aadmi Party is saying the BJP has no confidence in what it is saying. The BJP has been saying we'll get a clear margin, we'll win 50 seats, etc., etc. If that is the case, the Aam Aadmi Party wants to know why you are trying to poach 16 of their MLAs if you are so confident.
कुछ नहीं, अभी तो 10:30 बजे के बाद ईवीएम के ऊपर सर पे ठीकरा फोड़ेंगे. अभी तो ईवीएम लेके बैठेंगे कि ईवीएम को हैक कर लिया गया इतने 10%. अभी 4 दिन पहले से ये लोग अपना एक र्यूमर बना रहे हैं, कनाड बना रहे थे कि 10% वोट का इधर उधर किया जाएगा. ये सारी चीजें अभी करेंगे. अभी 2-2.5 घंटे का इंतजार करिए तो उसमें ये लोग ईवीएम के ऊपर आएंगे. फिर उसके बाद अभी इनके पास में इनको सिचुएशन इनकी ये होगी, काउंटिंग एजेंट इनके नहीं जा रहे थे बूथ पे. 13,000 बूथ पे इनके काउंटिंग एजेंट नहीं जा रहे. तो कल इन्होंने अपने इधर उधर के न्यूज करना कि देखो जाओ, क्योंकि उनके लोगों में उत्साह ही नहीं है. उनके कैंडिडेट तो छोड़िए, उनका काउंटिंग एजेंट नहीं जाना चाह रहा था. भाई हम क्यों जाएं जब चुनाव हम हार ही रहे हैं, क्योंकि आपने कुछ किया तो है नहीं, सिर्फ झूठ बोले, इधर उधर की बातें किया. एक होता है ना कि रेटोरिक टाइप में ये लोग थे. तो जाहिर सी बात है कि वो तो होता है कि मोबिलाइज करना था इनको अपने काउंटिंग एजेंट को कि बूथ पे जाओ काउंटिंग कराओ. नहीं तो कल को टीवी चैनल पे इनके प्रवक्ता बोलेंगे क्या, क्योंकि बोलने तो कुछ रह ही नहीं गया इनका.
अच्छा ठीक है. अब the point is the election commission has surprised us. Actually the election commission has surprised us. They have given us 2 leads and both leads have gone to the BJP. So as far as the election commission is concerned, 2 leads out of 70, ladies and gentlemen, and both of them have the BJP in the lead. Can I then quickly get in the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson to respond to the election commission leads? I know, I understand, Mr. Reddy, it's too early to say. I understand all of that. But you know, the BJP is saying and has been saying for the last 1 week that all you have been doing post-polling is bahanebazi. Somehow to try and instill it in the mind of Delhi's voter that this election has been rigged, in case you don't win.
It's actually the absolute opposite. The exit polls were built to kind of build a case for the BJP. We have only been going by history and saying that as of now, if the election commission has declared the leads in 2, it's extremely good that they're pulling up their socks and staying with the flow. These, as you are aware, are postal leads, not even early leads, probably postal ballots and the EVM counting has just started. So
Correct.
let's actually wait and see. Postal ballots have traditionally been supportive of the BJP across the country and
That's true.
for many years now.
So postal ballots will usually be government servants.
Correct. That's a very fair point. That's a
And
valid
that is a
point.
fair point to make. Postal ballots are usually government servants who couldn't come to vote
Correct.
in Delhi and therefore have sent it via
Right.
post, have sent their ballots via post.
Right.
But the fact also is, Ruhi, that the budget seems to have changed something on the ground for the BJP, that the urban middle class that likes Arvind Kejriwal, because you don't, get 68 and then 62 seats in Delhi without the urban upper middle class liking you, because the middle class is what, 67% of Delhi's
Right,
voter.
right.
So they like the Aam Aadmi Party, they like Arvind Kejriwal, but the point is, they also like Narendra Modi,
Yeah,
because they vote for him every election. They
Yes.
don't, that's very clear. 7 out of 7, 7 out of 7, 7 out of 7.
3 elections in
Three
a row.
elections back to back in a row. This time it seems the BJP could have won Delhi via the budget and via getting the income tax slabs lowered, people who are in the middle class bracket not having to pay taxes, etc. Do you think that is what may have changed the game for the BJP?
Look,
we don't know, but by the looks of it.
I don't think that is a game changer. What I do think could have happened, or would have happened, or could have happened rather, is that it's not as if the people who were planning to vote for the Aam Aadmi Party have suddenly decided to vote for the BJP because of the budget. No. It's possible that there were people who were like, we don't want to vote, why should we go out and vote? But because the budget has benefited them, it may have motivated them to go and vote. They were anyway BJP supporters, but they have gone out to vote for the BJP actively instead of sitting at home. I think that is what would have changed. I don't think an Aam Aadmi Party voter has switched over to the BJP because of the budget. I think that is a bit of a stretch.
The analysis, at least till last night, was this, that the urban upper class male has voted for the BJP. Even those who were voting for the Aam Aadmi Party in previous elections have voted for the BJP because of what the budget has done for them. And the women are sticking to the Aam Aadmi Party.
So again, Shreya, I think there are voters who voted for the Aam Aadmi Party in the last 2 elections, but this time they wanted to vote for the BJP, and I'm talking about before the budget came, because as I said, they were saying kuch kaam nahi hua hai Delhi mein, sadak nahi bani hai. Look at the state of the drainage systems, look at pollution, etc. I don't think they are voting for the BJP because of the budget. I think the budget is at best gave a bit of a push to those who were not planning to go and vote, but I don't think it switched voters from one side to the other. I think what has switched voters are other factors.
But Ruhi, is there an understanding ki kaam kahan se hoga? If women are going to be getting 2,100 rupees, free cylinders, doles, free travel in buses across Delhi, free bijli, free pani, when all the money is going into subsidies and giving you freebies, asking for vikas and kaam is also a bit too much. Is there that understanding? Because there are no free lunches in this world.
See, again, there are two schools of thoughts. As I said, the economically disadvantaged appreciate the freebies, right? Because for them it's useful, they want it, and as you move up the economic ladder, that's where the Aam Aadmi Party starts to stumble a little bit, because that's where
But
the
their
demand
Rajniti,
for
their
roads
politics
comes.
has been, we work for the poor.
That is true, Shreya, but that can work only up to a certain point. See, what happened initially, and that's my understanding, is that the kind of work Sheila Dikshit did on the infrastructure front, the Aam Aadmi Party was clever to realize whatever they do would be incremental. It wouldn't give them that big bang sort of, statement. So they pivoted to the social welfare sector. But now, after 10 years, you can see the gap. And that's when the Aam Aadmi Party needs to start thinking, needs to start pivoting again a little bit. And, it can't be either or. It has to be a combination of both. That's what the BJP does nationally, right? That's why it has won 3 elections in a row. It tries to do both Jan Kalyan as well as Vikas.
But the fact is, Sulaiman Mohammad Khan, even the Congress party has promised a lot to the people of Delhi, especially the women of Delhi. We understand that if you have women giving you Ashirwad, you will win the election. Why is it that despite all the offers that even the Congress party, much like the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, have made to the women of Delhi, women don't seem to have trusted you with it, trusted you with their confidence and their vote?
How do you know? How do you know this?
Well, I'm
We are
looking,
just 8:30,
I'm looking at the
8:45.
leads. I'm looking at the leads.
So let's now close everything. This is final then. So you know, just passing remarks that they have not trusted you, women have not trusted you. This doesn't, you know, I don't feel it. You know, nobody feels. A congressman will not feel it good, and it also not, you know, put a good impression of yours. Should not be like this. The Congress is losing. Nobody has trusted
No,
you.
Mr.
We lose or win. Time will tell.
Mr. Khan, but
It doesn't
I'm not
matter.
here to
We
make
have-
you feel good, na? I'm here to state facts.
Okay. Okay. So you are predicting that Congress is women have not trusted, men have not trusted, we are losing badly, we have no votes. You are just BJP is winning, it is leading, postal ballot leading. It doesn't look good. Please. We have contested a positive
What doesn't
election.
look good?
We
What
told
doesn't
the
look
people,
good? I can't help it if the numbers are not looking good for you, na, Mr.
Where
Khan.
are
What's
the
the point
numbers,
of picking
madam?
up a fight with me?
Where are
I
the
merely
numbers?
asked you a question.
Madam, where are the numbers? Please tell me, where are the numbers? Has Election Commission declared the results? Please tell me. There has to be some decency in this. Has
No,
Election
they have
Commission
declared
declared the
leads
results?
in two.
I'm not picking up fights.
They
I'm
have
telling
declared
you a
leads
fact.
in two. Both are for the BJP.
Okay, then 2 is the total number of seats which has to be declared, where initial lead says that Congress has lost badly, BJP has won. Please declare this. You have some sense. Don't keep
आप
on
अपना
jumping that
स्क्रीन तो
BJP is
देखिए.
leading Congress.
आप भड़क जाए, Mr. Khan. एक मिनट. There's no point भड़कोing on me.
मैडम, भड़केंगे
If
जब
the Congress
आप-
party
जब
is
आप
not
ऐसी
doing
बात
well, it's
करेंगी,
not my fault.
एग्जिट
The
पोल्स
fault
हो
is
गए,
yours.
इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट आ गया, महिलाओं ने करा नहीं, हंसने की बात नहीं है मैडम. आप अच्छी नहीं लगती हैं ये करती हुई. आप एक
मैं हंस
पत्रकार
नहीं
हैं.
रही
You are
हूँ.
a
मैं ये
journalist.
देख रही
You
हूँ
should be biased.
that an ostrich-like and yes, sir, I'm a journalist and you are a party spokesperson who needs
Yes,
to
what-
accept reality. Am I saying these are the
So
final
reality,
results?
what I
have
said,
not said that.
initially-
All I'm saying
initially-
is look at the
First
leads
you speak, then I'll
and I
answer
will
you.
ask you questions
I'll
based
answer
on
you
those
then.
leads. है ना? तो बोलिए फिर इतना आपने बहस क्यों की? सीधे जवाब दीजिए, काम खत्म.
नहीं, जवाब दे रहे हैं, जवाब अपने अंदाज में देंगे, आपके अंदाज में नहीं देंगे ना. आप अपना काम करिए, हम अपना काम कर रहे हैं. What we have done, we
तो
have,
करिए, चलिए
you know,
आप अपना काम करिए.
contested-
मैंने तो सवाल पूछना था, पूछ लिया आपसे. अब आप जवाब दीजिए.
आपने सवाल ये पूछा कि महिलाओं ने आप पे भरोसा नहीं किया. मैंने आपको जवाब ये दिया कि महिलाओं के सारे दिल्ली के वोट काउंट हो गए, नहीं हुए. लेकिन आपने पहले कह दिया कांग्रेस पे भरोसा नहीं किया, क्योंकि एग्जिट पोल आपके हिसाब से सच्चे हैं. इलेक्शन कमीशन की आधे घंटे की या कोई भी जो भी जितनी भी वोट काउंट हुए वो फाइनल है, ये आपने कहा. उस पे मैंने रिएक्शन दिया.
ऐसा मैंने नहीं
What
किया,
we have-
कहा.
what
लेकिन
we
if you
have-
want to stretch this argument in the direction that we are in right now,
Madam,
I think it's not a good idea. So please, can you just pause and can you please answer the question I asked you?
Madam, at least
Yeah.
listen. If you don't want to listen, there is no point. You know, from 2014 till this time, we have been facing very adverse media. We are used to it. So, and what we have seen that this doesn't matter. Where we have performed well, the result will come. Where, you know, people have not trusted us, we have lost. We have lost many elections. This Delhi election also, we have tried to be very positive and tried to tell the people how BJP and Aam Aadmi Party have spoiled Delhi. We have also floated a scheme, Pyari Didi scheme, whereby we have promised 2,500 rupees per month to one woman in a household. We have delivered this in Karnataka and we are going to deliver it in Delhi if we come to power. We have also floated Jeevan Yuva Yojana, a 25 lakh health coverage. We have floated these 5 guarantees. And I think people of Delhi will understand. This is also a reality that from 2013, we are not in power. We have lost 13, we got 8 seats. 15 and 20, we were nil. We had a bad election. In the last election in 2020, we have some 4.26% votes. So we have tried to, you know, improve our performance in this election and have done a positive campaign.
Okay.
It is for the people of Delhi to decide that where Congress stands. That is it.
Okay. My limited point also is to respond to the fact that you've had an adverse media. That may or may not be true, but parties don't lose elections because the media is against them. Parties
Yes,
lose
madam,
elections if people are
wow.
against them. It's
If
as
the
simple as
media
that. है ना?
24/7 keep
है
on
ना?
bashing
और आप मेरे नाम पे तो आके ये मत बोलिए.
party in power,
माने
people will lose
आप मेरे
elections.
नाम पे तो आके
Media
ये
make
मत
mind.
बोलिए.
It's not about mirror
We are the
now.
last people
It's
to
not
drive an
about-
agenda and propaganda. And the
no.
BJP
It's not-
people sitting
it's
here will
not-
tell you that.
Madam,
Half the
listen,
time their
it's
complaint
not-
is आप हमें बोलने
Madam,
नहीं देते हैं.
Mirror Now is not 100% media. Mirror Now is one of the channel. I am telling about media. For 24/7, if media keep on saying this opposition is fault for 70 years, and for 11 years one man is in power, he has done everything good and no wrong.
Chaliye,
People
I will let
say,
the
okay, this is
BJP
happening.
spokesperson
Media made the
respond to
mind.
that.
It's not about Mirror Now. It's about 100%
चलिए
of the
अनिरुद्ध
media.
जी, ठीक है, चलिए जवाब दीजिए जरा.
जी मैं
सुलेमान साहब बोल रहे हैं that the media has been so adverse it impacts us politically.
जी नहीं मीडिया छोड़िए, अभी तो 2 घंटे बाद ईवीएम पे क्या होगा अभी देखते जाइए. अभी सिर्फ 11 बजने दीजिए, ईवीएम पे चला आ जाए कितने की इतने एक्स्ट्रा वोट पड़ गए, इतने फालतू वोटर लिस्ट में नाम जुड़ गए. अभी तक पहली डिबेट में देख रहा हूँ, इतनी डिबेट मैंने मल्टीपल डिबेट्स किए हैं, वो सारी डिबेट्स में यही होता था कि पोस्टल बैलेट में बीजेपी हारती थी. मतलब यही लोग ट्रेंड में बोलते थे, अरे तो पोस्टल बैलेट है इसमें हम जीत रहे हैं क्योंकि बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट जा रहा है, ये होता वो होता. आज एक बहाना ठीक रहा, पोस्टल बैलेट पे भी चला गया, गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय के ऊपर भी उठा के डाल दिया गया कि नहीं साहब क्या कहते हैं, ये तो ऐसा हो रहा वैसा हो रहा. मैं तो आराम से बैठ, आपने तो हमें क्या कहते हैं मेजोरिटी 38 सीट आ गई हमारी आपकी चैनल पे बैठते बैठते देखते जितना बीजेपी से किया जाता मीडिया का, हम लोग कभी इसमें डिफेंड नहीं करते हैं. नहीं मैं तो मेरा ट्रेंड देख रहा हूँ,
सीट्स फाइनल नहीं हुई हैं,
मीडिया ने हम लोगों को पहुंचा दिया.
हाँ, बस ट्रेंड है ये. नहीं हमने कहीं नहीं पहुंचाया आपको सबसे पहले. और ये these are only leads. अभी it's not even 9 o'clock, it's 8:50. हमने आपको अभी कहीं नहीं पहुंचाया है. अभी रुक जाइए जरा 2 घंटा कहीं पहुंचने से पहले, क्योंकि जहां भी पहुंचना है वहां तसल्ली से पहुंचना होगा. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, just keep your eyes to the bottom half of the screen. अच्छा रुक जाइए. Just keep your eyes on the bottom half of the screen. The BJP in the lead in 30 seats. The Aam Aadmi Party in the lead in 22 seats. Has the Election Commission updated their figures? Not so far. They continue to have leads for just 2 seats in Delhi out of 70. And both are going to the Bharatiya Janata Party. So that is what things are looking like as we speak. As far as early leads are concerned, if these numbers hold for another 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen, then the BJP, it seems, is positively and comfortably poised to form the next government in Delhi. But I've given a caveat there. Ruhi, if you want to quickly correct me, you can.
Yeah, I mean, if these leads continue, then of course, but then again, very early trends. I don't want to comment on the trends because we've all burnt our fingers in the past. It happens in the Lok Sabha elections, for instance. Initially, it seemed like the BJP was whizzing past, but it didn't eventually.
You know, I therefore prefer the slow and steady approach of the Election Commission, frankly, if you ask me.
Yes.
For all elections, whether small states or big states, at least you know what
it's correct.
At least you know it's correct. Right. And that you don't have to eat humble pie after 4 hours or 3 hours. But anyhow, Mr. Reddy, any comments? Early leads, I understand that. But if these numbers hold, then the story is not looking very happy for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes, I think at the moment saying picture abhi baki hai is very apt. Very surprisingly, right through the morning, I haven't mentioned the EVM once. And the BJP person seems to be alluding to something by constantly talking about the EVM. In English, it's called snowballing, where a person is guilty of doing something, and to ensure that they are not accused at the end of the day, they go on building up a case. I'm just surprised that the EVM has come up so many times by the BJP spokesperson.
अनिरुद्ध जी, जवाब दीजिए. बार-बार ईवीएम आप बोल रहे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी के स्पोक्स पर्सन बोल रहे हैं, मैंने तो एक भी बार ईवीएम का नाम नहीं लिया है. कुछ गड़बड़ लगता है आप लोगों ने की है.
मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ, सिर्फ 2 घंटे का हम लोगों को वेट ये करना है कि ईवीएम पे कब ये लोग ठीकरा फोड़ेंगे। इनके जो केजरीवाल जी हैं, आईआईटी खड़गपुर पास आउट, इंडियन रेवेन्यू सर्विस वाले साहब जो हैं, उन्होंने क्या बोला कि 10% वोट का इधर घालमेल हो गया, इधर उधर कुछ मिल गए वोट, ये हो गया वो हो गया। तो ये लोग अभी 11 बजे के बाद यही सब बोलेंगे। इनका सारा ट्रेंड यही है। इनके एक पार्टनर जो है कल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर चुके हैं, महाराष्ट्र का चुनाव कब हुआ और उसकी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कल किए थे। तो जब हारते हैं तो ये लोग स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं कि स्क्रिप्ट पे कैसे हम बोलेंगे, क्या कहेंगे। इनकी तो हालत ये है कि काउंटिंग एजेंट इनके नहीं पहुंच रहे थे, इनको मोबिलाइज करना पड़ा कि इधर उधर की बातें करके जो नंबर लेके बोले वो नंबर नॉट रीचेबल है। एसीबी इनके यहाँ इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए पहुंची, तो कम से कम कुछ फैक्ट फाइंडिंग के साथ, कुछ एविडेंस के साथ बोले। 6 बार ये जाके डिफर्मेशन केस में माफी मांग चुके हैं, तो जाहिर सी बात कुछ फैक्ट फाइंडिंग ट्रूथ के साथ बोले। तो मैं सिर्फ वेट ये कर रहा है कि 2 घंटे वेट इसलिए करना है कि ईवीएम पे कब ये ठीकरा फोड़ेंगे, क्योंकि हार तो रहे ही है ये।
नहीं अनिरुद्ध जी, सबसे पहले तो कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी पार्टनर कहाँ है? इस इलेक्शन में तो पार्टनर ही नहीं है वो। तो कांग्रेस तो आम आदमी पार्टी की हार के लिए बहाना नहीं बनाएगा ना अनिरुद्ध जी, ये क्या लॉजिक हुआ?
नहीं, और इसका जवाब देना 40 लाख वोटर कैसे बढ़ गए 5 महीने में?
नहीं ये तो,
और जहां जहां उतने वोटर बने उतने मार्जिन से बीजेपी के कैंडिडेट जीते। और इलेक्शन कमीशन से बार बार पूछ रहे हैं क्यों छुपा रही है इलेक्शन कमीशन, और आप सपोर्ट करते हैं इलेक्शन कमीशन को। ये भी 5 साल में
झारखंड जीत जाते हो तब तो आपको दिक्कत नहीं होती है। अगर आप रायबरेली जीतते हो तो आपको दिक्कत नहीं होती, अमेठी जीतते हो तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है, वायनाड जीतते हो तो आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती। प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे होती है? जहाँ पे आपकी सरकार नहीं बनती है। गजब की आपको लॉजिक है।
बात हो रही है।
आप एक काम करो ना, रायबरेली से रिजाइन दो, फिर से चुनाव करा लो।
अच्छा, रायबरेली में 5 लाख
नहीं, महाराष्ट्र मतलब जहां नहीं चुनाव जीतोगे वहां पे क्या कहते हैं प्रोपेगेंडा होगा, जहां पे जीत जाओगे वहां पे आपकी विजिबिलिटी बड़ी अच्छी है। गजब का लॉजिक देते हो। चलो आप रायबरेली चुनाव रिजाइन दो, उसका चुनाव कराइए।
चलिए दे देंगे, आप महाराष्ट्र से रिजाइन दो, दोबारा वोटर लिस्ट चेक कराओ, दोबारा चुनाव कराओगे।
बेसिर पैर आप बोलो ना राहुल गांधी जी से रिजाइन दे। राहुल गांधी जी सबसे पहले
because it is the taxpayers' money that funds these elections and we don't want a repoll.
दोबारा चुनाव कराओगे? है हिम्मत? है हिम्मत? 40 लाख वोट जोड़ के है हिम्मत?
रायबरेली आप पहले रिजाइन दो ना, रायबरेली चुनाव जीत के देखे पहले राहुल गांधी जी। रायबरेली अमेठी वहां पे जाके चुनाव, अरे साहब पहले रिजाइन तो दो। जहां जहां आपकी विजिबिलिटी होती, जहां आप जीत जाते हैं वहां ईवीएम अच्छा। अभी 2 घंटे बाद ईवीएम को रोना रोएंगे आप लोग, क्योंकि स्क्रिप्टेड है, ये स्क्रिप्ट होता है। जब बच्चा एग्जाम में फेल होने होता है तो जाके बोलता है कि साहब पेपर बड़े हार्ड आए, ये क्योंकि सबको पता कौन पास हो रहा कौन फेल हो रहा।
करिए, महाराष्ट्र से रिजाइन करेंगे, दोबारा वोटर लिस्ट चेक करा के करेंगे रिजाइन। महाराष्ट्र से करिए रिजाइन, पहले कराइए, दोबारा चुनाव करेंगे।
साहब हम लोग
अभी तो इलेक्शन हुआ है, क्यों कोई रिजाइन करेगा? अच्छा रुक जाइए,
हम लोग कभी जम्मू में हम लोग चुनाव
आई एम जस्ट गेटिंग इन रूली हियर, जेंटलमैन
ये दोनों लोग आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस
महाराष्ट्र का इलेक्शन हो गया, खत्म हो गया
कि पीपल के पेड़ के पीछे एक दूसरे का हक करेंगे और अभी आके गुलाब देंगे एक दूसरे को।
ये बात सुनते ही सुलेमान मोहम्मद साहब इतने गुस्सा हो गए कि उन्होंने अपना कनेक्शन खत्म कर दिया। मिस्टर खान, आर यू देयर? ये देखिए अनिरुद्ध प्रताप सिंह क्या बोल रहे हैं,
कनेक्शन नहीं खत्म किया।
द कांग्रेस पार्टी एंड द आम आदमी पार्टी बिहेव लाइक गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड।
नहीं, मैंने कनेक्शन नहीं खत्म किया।
मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? मैं तो सवाल पूछ रही हूँ आपसे।
नहीं, आप कह रही हैं
मैं तो आपसे सवाल पूछ रही हूँ, अनिरुद्ध जी बोल रहे हैं।
कोई पर्सनली कोई चीज हो तो मैं नहीं आऊंगा आपके चैनल पे। कभी आप कहती हैं आपको महिलाएं वोट नहीं दे रही हैं, फिर कहती हैं कि आप इतना गुस्सा हो गए।
अरे why are you being so touchy?
बोलती हैं आप?
Mr. Khan, why are you being so touchy? Is this the first time you have come on Mirror Now on my shows? नहीं ना,
मैं टची नहीं हो रहा हूँ मैडम।
feeling like you are being victimized? ये victim कार्ड जो है आम आदमी पार्टी पे अच्छा लगता है, आप पे नहीं अच्छा लगता।
नहीं, जो बात जायज है वो मैंने कही आपसे।
मैं निकल रहा हूँ।
आपने
क्यों आपका कनेक्शन बंद करेंगे? मैं तो आपसे सवाल का जवाब देने को बोल रही थी।
आप बताइए, सवाल पूछिए। आई कैन ऑलवेज आंसर, प्लीज आस्क मी।
Acha, very good. I was just asking you to respond to Anirudh Pratap Singh and what he was saying. And ladies and gentlemen, before I get him in, the Aam Aadmi Party leading in 25, the BJP in 39, and the Congress at 1. Essentially, Anirudh Pratap Singh was saying that the BJP and the Congress behave like girlfriend boyfriend. पेड़ के पीछे हाथ पकड़ते हैं, but सामने से लड़ाई करते हैं. This is their ploy.
The history, how Aam Aadmi Party has come to power, we all know. How such a movement was organized, India against corruption, against the Congress party. It is the Congress party, which is at loss because of Aam Aadmi Party. It was our actually vote bank in 2013, 15, 20, which has shifted to Aam Aadmi Party, honestly speaking, majority of it. How Arvind Kejriwal, Anna Hazare, who are no one, not popular, built such a movement, we all know. So it's all, we have always said, that movement was supported by the BJP. At that time, Arvind Kejriwal used to hold papers of Congress corruption, that this minister has done corruption. Nothing happened. It was all fake. It was all drama. Now he's himself accused of corruption scandals. What will happen? Congress has never put out papers saying this. We always say that it's for the court to decide. Now we are completely against him, what he has done to Delhi, what he has done to our national capital. It's completely, he has to answer. We are not with them. Rather, BJP has to answer what they have done by supporting them in the movement.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll listen into all the sound bites that are coming into us. For the moment, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at early leads, then the BJP, and if these numbers hold, if at all these numbers hold, BJP is taking this election away. It is taking this election away with quite a margin. 36 is the number any party needs to form a government in the national capital, in an assembly of 70. In early leads, the BJP is at 42, the Aam Aadmi Party is in 26. Even in, as far as the Election Commission is concerned, out of 70 seats, they have given leads in 2 seats, only 2 seats, and both seats the BJP is leading. Those are the early trends on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if it holds 1 hour from now, because if it does hold a couple of hours from now, it means that the BJP has scripted a bit of a miracle, because to go up from just 8 seats to a winning margin that is being indicated by these early leads, that will be a bit of a miracle. Anyhow, quickly listen in to who's saying what. We are coming back with our guests.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी, सारे एग्जिट पोल ये संकेत कर रहे हैं। मैंने आज हनुमान जी से, शनि भगवान से ये प्रार्थना करी कि दिल्ली में एक अच्छी सरकार बने, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बने, ताकि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के विजन को लेकर हम यहाँ दिल्ली में अच्छे काम कर सकें।
बीजेपी सरकार बना रही है दिल्ली में, और इलेक्शन कैंपेन के टाइम भी जो उत्साह हमने देखा, वो उत्साह के पीछे कारण बदलाव का था। तो आई एम वेरी श्योर कि इस बार बीजेपी की सरकार दिल्ली में बन रही है।
आज काउंटिंग का दिन, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं तीनों ही पार्टी, आम आदमी पार्टी, बीजेपी और कांग्रेस, कड़ी मेहनत करती हुई, क्या लगता है किस तरह के नतीजे? अब देखिए, मैं तो अभी कहूंगा ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल द कैंडिडेट्स एंड होप द बेस्ट पार्टी एंड द बेस्ट कैंडिडेट्स विन एंड दे सर्व दिल्ली। अच्छा दिल्ली की सेवा करें, कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी की सेवा करें और सबसे अच्छा कैंडिडेट जीते। लेकिन काउंटिंग से पहले एसीबी की भी एंट्री हो गई। आम आदमी पार्टी आरोप लगा रही है 15-15 करोड़ रुपए विधायकों को दिए। उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है। आप जब पता ही नहीं है विधायक कौन है तो किसको आप दोगे पैसा? ये कोई ज्यादा हताशा थी आम आदमी पार्टी की, इतनी फ्रस्ट्रेशन नहीं दिखानी चाहिए। इंतजार करिए भाई, कोई पार्टी खरीदेगी भी तो उसे खरीदेगी ना जिस चुनाव जीता है। ऐसे ही थोड़ी हवा में कोई थोड़ी ऑफर कर देता है किसी को। एग्जिट पोल लगता है कि हाँ कुछ हो सकता है, देखते क्या होता है।
देखिए, मैं फिर कह रही हूँ, केजरीवाल को हमेशा आदत है सबूतों के बिना झूठ बोलकर भागने की आदत है। इस बार वो भाग नहीं, भगाए जा रहे हैं। केजरीवाल हार रहे हैं नई दिल्ली से, मुझे पूरा ऐसा यकीन है। आतिशी के खिलाफ भी भारी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी मैंने देखा है। मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए कोई काम नहीं। अपनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में केजरीवाल जी के नाम पर वोट मांग रही थी, दिल्ली के बेटे केजरीवाल जी के नाम पर उन्हें वोट दे, और लोग जब केजरीवाल को वोट नहीं दे